So today is about nothing is free. So this is you should run for your life the moment you hear the word free. So this is the Elite Money series, and it's where I share the lessons that I've learned about money from my time as a salesman, from my time as a marketer, from my time as a fundraiser, and right now as an entrepreneur. So I'm your host, Samuel Kim, the founder and CEO of NK Elite. NK Elite is an agency focuses on two things and trading. Now, up to nothing is free. So, why should you run the moment you hear the word free? The reason you should run is that nothing is free. Now, what this means is that, yes, on the level it may say free, but in reality, it has a cost. Like everything has a cost. So, you cannot get something for nothing. So it's a price that we'll pay for that something, even though it's labeled free. Now, you may be thinking to yourself now, hey, but Kim, I've, I've gotten free stuff, but it has not cost me anything. So, what are you talking about? So, what I want to mention is that the reason I say that nothing is free is that it has a cost, and now I've already mentioned the cost not always reflected in the label on the price label. So, for instance, when you get something for free, what happens is that it tend to tag on you emotionally. And now, when it tags on you emotionally, what happens is that you end up spending more than if you had just paid the full price and taken nothing for free. So it end up putting you in this emotional hostage situation whereby you feel as if you have to reciprocate to say give up the free stuff. Now let's make it practical. So let's say for instance you walk into a shoe store and now you buy the next sneakers. So you pay the price in cash, after that you go home and it is done. Now let's close the free side. Let's close the free side. So on the free side now, you go to the store, you get the next sneakers. But what happens is that they give you a gift. So the gift is a Nike product like a sneaker cleaner product. So it kind of tell you that we have for the shoe. So you also get the sneaker cleaner product. Now what happens is that when you do that, reciprocity start tagging on you emotionally. And what happens is that when it does that, you end up going back to the store and spending more with the store, all because you feel like you have to level up, you have to bring it back to level. And now the way you do that is by spending more in that store. Now that's what I'm talking about. Like being beware of the free stuff. And this is because when you get free stuff, it takes you emotionally and now you end up spending unnecessarily. So for instance, the example of the sneakers. So instead of just spending on the sneakers and then to that you can go and get a product cleaner at a separate price or you can get it later. So put you in this situation whereby you feel that you have to do something in return for the shoe store. Now that is what I mean by the being emotionally being in emotional hostage. Now about not with your hard cash, but with your emotions. So now the issue with emotions is that when emotions come to play, you already know what happens. And now what happens is that address that so that you can be beware of free stuff. And now when you are that beware of free stuff, you pay for things for the price that you have to pay for them. So you don't try to get anything for free or try to get anything for less than the value that it has for itself. So that is what I wanted to mention about it. Now, so my question for you is: Have you recently been? Have you recently received any free stuff with something that you buy? Now, the question for me is that: Have you felt any emotions or any urge to reciprocate with the seller of the stuff that the seller of the stuff that gave you something for free? Now, let me know in the comment and I'll see you next week. So, bye bye. Adiyan.